And welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us. Well, as I mentioned, Brian brought some memorabilia with him, as he usually does when he comes in, and that's a picture that I recognize. I think most people recognize that.
Oh yeah, yep, the Masonic Home up on Bleecker Street. And that's one of the newest acquisitions. That just came in probably 2 weeks ago. And it's indicative of the kind of stuff that the History Center collects, so we can better tell the story of our region.
And you know, it doesn't just go to things that most people think of when they think of history. Even things like this.
Oh yeah, yep.
That is a pack, an unopened pack, I should say, of 1993 Utica Blue Sox baseball cards. Frank Tomeno was just in the studio. We were talking to Frank, and we were talking about the old Utica Blue Sox. How did you come by these, Brian?
Just like we come by most of the things in our collection. A gentleman walked in and just pulled them out of his pocket and said, I have these, would you be interested in them for the collection? And it's that set of baseball cards was unlike anything that I'd ever seen. And it, even though it's unopened, and I really wrestle with whether or not to open them or not. I mean, it's 26 years old now, an open pack. That allows us to tell a great story about professional baseball in Utica. And we have a great collection of Utica Blue Sox material already, but that only helps to enhance it.
And this is from the New Century Club, 1894. Yep. A little booklet.
Yeah. A lot of people probably driving down Genesee Street will recognize the old New Century Club. It's right on the corner of Genesee and Hopper, across from the Fort Schuyler Club, and that's undergoing a massive renovation right now. The New Century Club, of course, was the premier women's social club in Utica for decades. And that 1894, 1895 guidebook, if you look at it close, it looks like it was printed yesterday.
It does, yeah.
But we're pleased to have that in our collection as well.
What a beautiful! I was in there when they were still operating. What a beautiful auditorium they had in there.
We had a women's history conference last year, and one of the events was a tour of the New Century Club as it was undergoing renovation. And it was the only time I've ever been in the building. It was fascinating.
Yeah. Speaking of those kinds of things, Brian, what's upcoming on the agenda at the Oneida County History Center?
Well, we've got a real busy spring. Of course, we've got the telethon on March 21st. The week before, on March 16th, we have an Irish tea, which is taking place. We're selling tickets for that right now. If you wanted to call in to the History Center and buy some tickets for a Saturday afternoon Irish tea, more than happy to make them available for you. So that's on March 16th. The telethon on March 21st. I'm going backwards. We are hosting a business after hours for the Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce on the 13th of March as well. So great opportunities for us to open our doors and welcome the community in.
I mentioned digitization. Hard to...
Digitization.
Yeah. I'll let you say it. Where, if anywhere, does the History Center stand with that?
It's inevitable that our collections are going to be digitized. By digitized, I mean electronically scanned, put into a digital form so we can share pictures, documents, other materials via email. We can post them out on our social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We send our pictures digitally to Lance and Sherry Whitney at Mohawk Valley Living. They use that to illustrate their magazine. The Hidden History Minutes on WUTR, a lot of those illustrations come from our collections. It's something that if we're going to remain relevant in the community, and if this community is going to recognize the importance of local history, we have to digitize our collections, put them in a format so that other people and organizations can use them. And that's been a big push since I've been at the center.
It's going to be a big effort, though, when you think of all the pictures and all the manuscripts and documents. My goodness.
I've got to give big credit to Bob Stephenson. Unfortunately, Bob's not doing well right now, but for years he was our primary scanning resource. He scanned our entire photo collection, over 30,000 images, and made a real good dent into our manuscript collection, which is literally hundreds of thousands of documents, scanning them in so that even if, if the unthinkable happens and our building is lost, we will still have all of that information electronically, and it will still be able to serve the community for years to come.
Yeah. Where do you, some things have been digitized. Where do you think you are in the process? 5%, 10%, is it?
Much further down the road. We are probably, with our photographs, it's almost 100%. With our manuscript collections, you're probably looking in the neighborhood of 35 to 40%. And I'm pleased to announce that we have just brought aboard a new digital archivist. Lauren Robinson is her name. Lauren interned for us last summer. She's pursuing her master's in library science and also works part-time at the Ilion Public Library. Lauren is our digital archivist, and she's coming in to help coordinate all the activities that our volunteers have been working on with our digital files.
Maybe she can join us on March 21st.
I sure hope she can.
Yeah, and we'll talk to her on the air. March 21st, of course, is the 13th or 14th annual telethon at 1608 Genesee Street. We hope you can join us. We'll be coming on air at 6:30 and going to 8 o'clock. It'll be a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing you and Sherry Whitney that night.
Great.
That's it for us this week. We'll be back next week. We'll do it all again. Don't forget cnyhomepage.com. Lots of good stuff there. Till next time, take care of yourself, everybody.